Hi everyone, Brad here with Enrollio. This is a mega update. Very excited to present this to you guys. Our Recital Manager is now built out in Enrollio. So on the left-hand side, if you go to the Studio portal and click Recital Manager at the top, you can now utilize our Recital Manager program. This is a behemoth. This is a lot of functionality our team has worked hard on building. So I'm going to give you the 1,000-foot overview, and then we have help articles and tutorials for more granular step-by-steps, but just give you the lay of the land with this video. So you have the option to create a recital up here on the top right, so you can give it a name, year, start date, and end date, and then we have our recitals here that we can manage. If we click this test, for example, it takes us to the view for shows and performances. So we can add shows here, show name, capacity, notes, and then we have in those shows acts and then performances, and we can rearrange those performances here by moving them up or down. And then you have the hover over for costume, so you can get a preview of the costume. But let me go into each of these. So if I click the three dots here, we can edit performance, upload music, upload costume image, manage students, or delete performance. We can add acts. We can import them from the Studio portal, the classes, into this recital. And then if I click edit here, this is where I can set the duration of the number, performance title, add music. So you can play back music on your computer. Students, you can add them automatically from the portal or add them if they're in another class. And if you're not using the Studio portal now for class registration, in the coming weeks we're going to have the option for you to import classes and students. If you are using another enrollment platform and you want to try out our Recital Manager, you'll be able to import those in the coming weeks. But for right now, it's pulling that data from the Studio portal. Costume details, uploading that costume picture, info on the costume company, sizing, extras, so if you have props, you can put the prop descriptions there. Student sizing, so you can bulk fill student sizing or individual sizing here with all of that information. And then in version 2, really try to fit this into V1, but it did not, couldn't get it to fully get working, but shipping notifications. So in V2, you'll be able to have your tracking information plugged in here, and then you'll get notified via text message when they arrive at the studio, which will be super cool. When it's that crazy time of year and you want to know when the costumes are arriving. And then conflicts. So it's going to look for conflicts, and for version 1, we don't have any sort of AI conflict resolution, but that's definitely something we're going to roll out for version 2. For configure rules over here, you have age-based rules, or you can just have a global minimum gap. So the number of performances between that student or child appearance, you can put here. Otherwise, you have the age-based rules here. Costume sizing, we are probably going to phase this out. This doesn't have any actual functionality right now because most studios measure at the studio versus the parents doing it. But let us know. Everything we have here today, would love to get your feedback on. So feedback.enrollio.ai, you can leave feedback here. Our team will go through it, and the top voted items we will prioritize. So if there is things that you want to see in the version 2 for the Recital Manager, please let us know. Then volunteers, you can add volunteers here, so people that will be involved in the recital. Relation to student, once we have their information here, volunteer role. Right now, these are the ones we have. We will definitely have customization options in the future. And then specific shows and notes. We can sign them up as a volunteer. Check-in, so you have check-ins for student and volunteers here. And when I click check-in, there will then be an option to click check-out. And both check-in and check-outs will show up down here. And you can filter by students or volunteers. And you can also export that check-in information as well. Statistics. So being able to show total shows, performances, average students per performance, conflicts, participation, all of that information, and then as well as show programs, so you can generate a report, PDF to share with your families, performance schedule, conflict, check-in report, all of those reports here for you. If there are additional reports you would like to see in the Recital Manager, please let us know. But I think that is really the quick overview of this functionality. Making sure, export lineup, CSV, and PDF options. You can edit shows, add shows, delete shows. Trying to see if I've missed anything. And yeah, just really want to stress that this is that V1 release. So between now, November 19th, and springtime, we're really going to rely on all of you to give us feedback. Like, what do you think of this? What can be improved? What do you like? What what would you tweak to make better for everybody? Because we want this to be your one-stop shop for all your tech needs for CRM, class registration, and Recital Manager. So yeah, if you have any questions on this, let us know. I'll link the help article below, and then if there are features you would like to see, you can put them in Rolio feedback, and we will definitely review those. All right, thanks guys. See you in the next video.